Welcome to day one highlights of the Madeira 2024 Para Swimming European Open Championships, set in Funchal, the capital of the island of Madeira, the pool complex right up on the hillside. First final we are seeing was the 400 freestyle for the S8 classification, and we saw the Paralympic champion Andrea Nikolaev go up against the world champion Alberto Amadeo from Italy. Nikolaev and off to a very quick start, closest to us, but as the race progressed, Amadeo, the world champion both in 2022 and 2023, made his presence felt. The Italians had a great European Championships the last time the event was held, right here in Madeira, topping the medal table, and they had a great start as Amadeo stretched away from the rest of the field in the closing stages, leaving Nikolaev in his wake. Amadeo touching the wall first to claim Italy's first gold of the championships. Nikolaev came in a clear second, and it was a good finish from Israel's Mark Malyar to claim the bronze. Amadeo, the champion in Europe for the first time, adding to his 2 world titles that he'd won the last 2 years.
In the women's equivalent, the S8 final of the 400 meters freestyle, Italy looked to build on their excellent start to the European Championships, with world champion Xenia Francesca Palazzo occupying lane 4 and world silver medalist Nahia Zuber of Spain proving to be the biggest threat. But as they went through the event, Palazzo saw that there was no threat at all. She attacked from the start, as she so often does, and she opened up a significant lead. There was a battle behind for bronze between Commonwealth bronze medalist in the 100 meters backstroke, Lily Rice of Great Britain, and Maria Pavlova. But at the front of the field, there was no doubt where the title was going to go. And Palazzo of Italy, who first won this European title back in 2018 in Dublin, secured another gold medal for Italy in a time of 4:56.62 to match her time and add to her world championship title.
In the men's 100 breaststroke final, Italy's Stefano Raimondi had dominated this event in recent years, winning the world title, the European title and the Paralympic title, and he led Paralympic silver medalist Isaev into the turn. But it was the young Frenchman, Hector Denayer, who came back strongly right in the middle with that white cap of France. The French obviously ramping up for the Paris Paralympic Games later in the summer, and Denayer looked a real prospect as he challenged Raimondi in the closing stages. Isaev in the middle was left in bronze medal position as Denayer surged to try and topple the great Italian, but it was Raimondi in the end who came in just with 0.441 of a second ahead of the Frenchman. A great race, and Italy continue their good start to the competition.
The women's 100 meters breaststroke SB9 final proved to be another head-to-head between Dutch swimmers Chantal Judeveld and Lisa. They race each other domestic regularly, so they've always got to be on their game, and it was Judeveld that led at the halfway stage, 34.29. Uga was keeping her company for the first 75 metres of the race, but Judeveld then, the Paralympic champion of 2020's Tokyo Paralympic, started to show her strength in the closing stages. The Paralympic champion 2016, Kruger, tried to hold on and then was under pressure from Tatiana Lebrun of Belgium for the silver-bronze battle, but Judeveld got her hand to the wall first, back after injury. A great swim for Chantal Judeveld to take another major championship title. Dutch won 2, with Belgium in bronze.
In the women's 100 metres butterfly in the S13 class, The world record holder Carlotta Gili of Italy went off to an early lead. Gili set the world record back in 2018 and she's won major titles since in Europe and in the Paralympic Games. She was pressed by the Uzbek swimmer Muslim Oldova, but coming back strongly in the closing stages was Ireland's Roisin Ní Rian. Azad Odilova faded slightly in the closing stages. It was the world record holder Carlotta Gili who stretched away at the front of the field and winning by almost a body length in the end, and another gold medal to the Italian team. 103.64 was good enough for Carlotta Gili to win, ahead of Odilova and Ní Rian in third. In terms of the European medals, because the Uzbek team are not from Europe, Ní Rian was promoted to silver and Alicia Berra to bronze.
In lane 8, representing
The men's 50-metre freestyle S5 saw the sprint events get underway for the S5 classification. And there was a great start off the block from Yaroslav Semenenko of Ukraine, leading through the first 25 metres. But he knew that the chase was on from the centre lanes. Going very well was his compatriot Alexander Kamarov in lane 4. Francesco Bocciardo was looking to get another medal for Italy, but he couldn't stop Komarov, who touched the ball 32.08 to take a gold medal, ahead of Bocciardo, with Bill Pulver taking the bronze.
Madeira, your medalists.
In the women's S5 50 freestyle, Irina Poida, the silver medalist in the World Championships last year, was the favourite. She went in the bottom of those two yellow lanes in lane number 4. It's a good start from the two Turkish swimmers, Oster and Boyachi. But as the race progressed, it's the long arms of Poida who hit the front. Monica Boggioni, one lane up from her in lane number 5. Usually would pose a threat in the closing stages, as she won the 100 freestyle at the World Championships last year. As they approached the end, it was Poida who had a clear lead, and the World Championship silver medalist became the European gold medalist, touching out fast finishing Boggioni, and Kupalova, the Czech swimmer, finishing in 3rd position. It was a good start from the Turkish swimmers in the early stages, but at the end there was only Poida clear ahead of Boggioni, Kupalova in 3rd. Boggioni continuing to add to the Italian medal tally, but this time it was silver, with Poida being crowned as the champion.
The men's SB2 50 metres breaststroke event saw 13-year-old Ismail Barlov go for Bosnia and Herzegovina after making his debut at the World Championships last year. Got off to a great start, and though there was threat from the field behind him, it was the youngster who stopped the clock first, getting the touch at the wall. It was very tight behind him for the open medals and the remaining medals on the European podium. Bronze medalist from World Championships, Emmanuel Maglino, took another medal for Italy, and Jonas Kostokis the bronze.
In the women's 50 metres breaststroke SB2 final, Tanja Schulz of Germany, the World Championship silver medalist, went in lane number 4, but there was a surprise in lane number 6. Diana Koltsova, the young 16-year-old, improved her personal best, her lifetime best in the final by over 2 seconds to get a string of an unusual victory from that outside lane. Monika Garenko in 2nd place, and the favourite Tanja Schulz had to be content with bronze. Just 7/100 separating silver and bronze, but a clear winner for Koltsova.
In the men's 100 metres backstroke S6 final, it was a race that went direct to final, no heat, so there was danger all over the pool. It's a great start from Luo Yambo of China in the centre, but An outside smoker in Alexei Ganyuke kept him company down the first 50 metres. All eyes were on Luo Yam, but from the edge of the pool, going extremely quickly indeed, was Ganyuk, as we watched for Dino Sinovic, the bronze medalist at World Championships, former European champion, looking to come through strongly as he so often does. The battle was in the middle of the pool, but attentions turned to the top of the pool as Alexei Ganyuke stopped the clock at a time of 1:13.4 to break a European record that had stood to Igor Plotnikov since the Paralympic Games in Athens in 2004. One of the oldest in the book here, and it was Ganyuk took gold, Sinovic the silver, and Van Hoefgegen of the Netherlands came through strongly, bronze.
In the women's 100 backstroke, Hannah Hontar in the centre of the World Championship, bronze medalist, was in lane 4. Germany's Verena Schott, the European record holder, looking to add another European title to her tally of medals over the year. And it was Schott who went out fast with Nora Meister, European reigning champion from 2021 in hot pursuit. Arianna Talamona right at the top for Italy, looking to add another medal for the Italians in this day one of finals, but it was Verena Schott, European record holder, Paralympic and world medalist in this 100 backstroke, who stretched away from Meister as they approached the finish. Talamona still challenging for the silver medal position, but in the end it was Schott clear ahead of Meister, who was clear ahead of Talamona. Schott touching the ball in 1:23.68. An excellent time from the German. She'll have more events to come this week, but a great way to start. A European title again for Germany's Verena Schott. Nora Meister was happy to claim the silver medal position, and Talamona take the bronze.
The first event at this European Open Championships for the S14 athletes with an intellectual impairment was the S14 200 metres freestyle. Great Britain's William Ellard, who equalled the world record of his compatriot Rhys Dunn 2 weeks ago in London, set off strongly, signalled his intent from the start. He had company from Dmytro Vanzenko of Ukraine, but it was Ellard that looked extremely strong, proving that there'd be no doubt as to where he wanted this gold medal to go. As they came under the flags, it was Ellard who looked to be threatening that world record and trying to get it for himself. He just missed it by 0.2 a second. Two extremely strong springs in the space of 2 weeks. Vanzenko came through for that silver medal. He held on to that position the whole way, with Australia's Liam Schulter touching third, and the European bronze going to Nada Kalili of Finland.
Medalists.
Madeira, os atletas medalhados.
In the women's 200 metres individual medley SM7, Great Britain had a chance to add another medal in quick succession. This time it was 13-year-old Iona Winifred who went in lane number 5. Veronica Korsava, World Championship bronze medalist in backstroke from last year. No surprise to see her out in front of the field as they went through the halfway stage. It was a big lead that she had over Winifred, with the 15-year-old Charlotte Cast in third place from Germany. The three teenagers were leading the rest of the field. Korsava, just 16 years of age, Winifred 13 and Cast 15. It was a very tight contest for third position, but Korsava had a huge lead at the halfway point. As they went into the breaststroke, Iona Winifred set a new European record in breaststroke just a few weeks ago, and she showed her strength to take the lead ahead of Korsava. And now she was the one that was being chased. Korsava in the middle was closing with every stroke, but the high turnover of the 13-year-old Iona Winifred was holding off the challenge. Korsava was not giving up, and powered into the end, trying to catch Winifred. What a contest this was. The 13-year-old against the 16-year-old as they approached the flags into the last 5 metres. Korsava, the more experienced of the two, but Winifred was the one who held on to win the European title in her very first major championships. Winifred, who just turned 13 just a couple of weeks ago, was the gold medalist ahead of Korsava and ahead of Kast.
The men's 50 freestyle S11 final saw home favourite Marco Menezes go in lane 6, but after the morning's heat it was Edgaras Matakis of Lithuania that had the fastest time, with Roger Dorsman of the Netherlands and David Kratcheville tied from the Czech Republic. And it looked to be a very close encounter again. Roger Dorsman of the Netherlands had a very powerful start to give him the advantage. The question was, could he hold on? And he absolutely could. He answered in emphatic style to go the fastest time of the day, 26.39. David Kratcheville went exactly the same time as he had done in the morning heats and tied again, this time taking the silver medal along with Edgaras Matakis. 26.89 was their time, but the champion, Roger Dorsman of Europe, to go with his World Championship title from last year.
Madeira, your medalist.
The S11 events are always exciting, and it sets us up for a great week.
The women's 50 freestyle S11, also a great contest in prospect, with the European record holder Carolina Pelendritu in lane number 2 off to a good start. Lisette Brunsma of the Netherlands had a lifetime best in the qualifying heats. I was hoping to dip under the 30-second again. It was Brunsma against Pelendritu. Pelendritu just skirting the lane ropes right at the bottom of the picture, and Brunsma in the centre lane as they came in for the tap. It was all to play for, but it was Pelendritu, the European record holder, who became the European champion, just ahead of Brunsma. Both the swimmers under the 30-second mark, but both absolutely delighted with the performances. Anastasia Pagonis of the USA, well, Paralympic champion in 400 freestyle, set an America's record in the 50 freestyle, but the champion, Pelendritu, was still celebrating as the other swimmers were out of the pool. Fantastic swim there from the Cypriot to win their first gold medal of the championship. Brunsma with the silver, and Marina Podovna was the European bronze medalist.
Free final.
The men's 50 metres breaststroke SB3 final was full of experience, and whilst they all got away fairly evenly, with Ami Omedadorian, who starts in the water, who was looking to not give away an advantage. The two experienced members of the field, Efrem Morelli of Italy in that blue hat, European champion in 2016 and 2018, looked strong, with Miguel Luque of Spain one lane up from him, looking to get another major championship podium after the World Championship silver that he got last year. But it was who would get the touch between Dodon and Morelli that was the major question as we came into the final 5 metres. It looked like it could go anywhere, and it went right down to the touch, with Ami Omer Dodon taking victory of these championships by the smallest of margins, just 9/100ths of a second. Miguel Luque getting himself another major championship podium, a familiar podium in the men's 50 metres breaststroke SB3.
In the women's 50 metres breaststroke SB3, the European record holder and world champion Monica Borgioni went in lane number 4. It was a good fast start from South Africa's Kat Swanepoel on the top of those 2 yellow lanes in lane number 5, and also going well in lanes 2 and 3 were Marina Verbova and Marta Fernandez Infante. The Ukrainian and the Spaniard were challenging for the lead in the early stages, But as we went into the second half of the race, it was Monica Boggioni, European record holder at 53.40. She set that record way back in 2017, and as the race came into the final stages, looked like she was going to challenge that European record to win this European gold. It was a clear victory for Monica Boggioni in the end, and that time 54.16 was just half a second outside her lifetime best. Great performance from Boggioni. She had a busy programme in the pool on night one, came out with gold ahead of Fernandez Infante and
100 meters
Verbova.
backstroke, S12 final.
Nesta final dos 100 metros costas femininos, S12, melhor tempo na pista número 4 para a atleta ucraniana Ana Spetsenko, pista número 5 a atleta espanhola Maria Delgado Nadal, e virá na liderança a atleta espanhola em 35-46, desculpa, 34-56 da segunda posição, Ana Spetsenko em terceiro lugar, Karina Petrovigova, nesta que está também a ser uma série muito disputada já nos últimos 10 metros.
Well, Delgado Nadal was first to turn at the 50-meter mark. Isn't going to be first into the wall, though. It is going to be a Ukrainian. Was a Musso of France, 1:14.07.
In the women's 100 metres breaststroke, SB4, like a head-to-head was in the offing between world champion Giulia Goretti of Italy and Paralympic champion Funchal of Hungary. Funchal returning to the pool after having a child in the last year or so, and she was behind Goretti as they came to the turn, and it was the Italian who has quite often played second fiddle to the Hungarian who touched the wall in first position. A famous victory for Giulia Goretti. She was absolutely delighted to dip under the 1 minute 50, 1:49.62. Funchal, she continues to improve on her return to the pool, and 1:53 was an excellent time for the Hungarian, and it was Pavlikova in third place. Great victory from Goretti, and the two great friends and rivals were on the podium in first and second position.
The men's 50 metres freestyle S10 final promised to be an exciting affair, one of the most hotly contested events in the entire Paris swimming programme. Stefano Raimondi was looking for his first title in this event and his second title of the evening. He looked to get off to a very strong start as he led the spearhead from lane 4. But powerfully coming through was Ukrainian Ihor Nimchenko, who stopped the clock by getting his hand to the wall first. Just 14/100ths of a second separated gold and silver, and it was Nimchenko that took the victory. Raimondi had to settle for another silver medal in the 50 metres freestyle events, with Serhiy Shevtsov completing the podium for Ukraine. Raimondi, second medal of the night for him in what was an excellent night for Italy, but a strong performance from the Ukrainian squad as well. Nimchenko will be delighted to have taken that title. As the 50 metres freestyle is always a very hotly contested affair in this S10 event. It came right down to the touch, so Nimchenko can take extra joy in getting that gold medal this evening. It was Ukraine gold, bronze, and another major championship medal for Raimondi in silver.
50 freestyle in the S10 classification is go. Pierre was the fastest through in this final in the heats. We did see a European record go in the heats actually. Florian Bush of the Netherlands.
As the race went into the closing stages, it was Skotakini in lane number 5, who just edging the French swimmer, and Sidorenko down at the bottom, who had a great start. Skotakini 27.90, claimed another European title, retaining the title that she won in 2021, with Pierre with the bronze and Sidorenko the silver. A great way to finish the evening.